Hello everyone, welcome to class number 5 with Miss Starr, and today we're talking about the emotion of overwhelmed. So what I first want you to do is I want you to go outside and collect as many rocks, sticks, and feathers as you can find. And I think if you can find any that are smooth, that might help, but it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, I have some that are more jagged and rough like this. Also, if you live by the beach and you can find shells, this would work great. I have just this stick right now, but you could do thin sticks. I think the thicker the better. If it's really long, try to break it so it's not super long. And then I have a couple feathers here. This one's big and long, this one's smaller. And collect as many as you can carry. And then I set them all on this canvas board here. They're gonna roll off maybe. I'll try to show you. Yeah, there you go. See, I have them all here. And then I also collected a bunch of paints. So I have a bunch of paint colors here. I don't know how many I have. I probably have 20 over sitting here. And then I also have buttons, which this is optional, but if you have them, that's great, even if you have a couple. Okay, so when you're gonna put all this together, you might feel a little overwhelmed, because I feel overwhelmed right now. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. First, take a deep breath. Maybe if you have a water, take a sip of your water. Listen to the birds. If you're outside, the birds are good, because if there are birds out, that means there's no danger around. And just take a deep breath. We're okay. Obviously in life, sometimes there are overwhelming situations where it's very stressful and there's a lot at stake. And yes, that might mean that your stress and overwhelming feelings are valid. But in this situation, we're making art, and it's supposed to be fun, and this is a good practice for everyday life experiences when you feel overwhelmed and how to handle them. That's what the goal of today is. So you have a couple choices right now. Like I said, take a few more deep breaths if you need to. That helps me every time. You can even put your hand on your heart and just say Abby, it's all good. I'm here for you. Everything's okay. Soothe yourself. You can also tell someone if they're in the room with you that you need some help because you're really stressed and overwhelmed. So just say can I have a hug? Can I have some words of encouragement? Just ask for what you need. And if no one's there, then you try to provide it to yourself. So after that, after you've collected yourself and you're not going crazy, I want you to close your eyes and just, out of all of the items that are sitting in front of you, pick one. Do it quick, okay? So I just picked this one. I didn't think about it. That can help with decision making, because sometimes if you just stare at things for so long, you're like, oh my gosh, I could do this one because I've already started it. I could do this one because it looks kind of easy. I could do this. I've never painted a feather. I kind of want to try that. This looks really fun. This one looks so colorful, right? Your brain just has all of these thoughts and ideas, and I get overwhelmed by them. So sometimes if I just close my eyes, I say, brain, shut up, go away. And then you just pick something at random. And this can apply in life too. If you're trying to make a decision, you could write them all down on a piece of paper, put them in a jar, pick one random option, and there you go. Another thing is if you pick it and you hate it, just pick a different one. Then you know which one you don't want to do first. So now we're gonna pick a paint color, and I'm gonna do the same thing. If you want, you can do something different. So you can I was gonna say you could smell each of them, but I'm trying to think of how you could use a different sense instead of just touch your hands. You can use your eyes. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so what you do is you look away from the pile of paint. You could even close your eyes if you want, but then you're gonna turn your head, look at the pile, and the first color that your eyes lock onto is the first color you're gonna use. So this one, the green, is what my eyes went to first. Again, don't overthink it, just look and grab. So now, we're gonna open up the paint, and I hope there's paint in here. There is. And now we're gonna start to cover this in green paint. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I also need a different brush because this one's not long enough. Maybe thicker brush. Oh, and you know what calms me? Painting. Always. Like breathing helps me, but also just painting. It relaxes me a lot. So if it feels relaxing to you, make note of that. And if you feel overwhelmed in the future, you could just grab a rock outside and some paints and just paint for a moment. And then maybe you'll feel better. So I am trying to decide if I want to paint the inside or not. I guess kind of why not? I just don't know if I'm going to paint the whole thing. I might do the edges. This is where you have creative direction and creative freedom to do what feels right. Do what makes you happy. That's what art should do. I'm not grading this. I'm not critiquing it. No one's gonna tell you if they love it or hate it. You don't have to show anyone. You can throw this away if you want. Just paint it. And then you'll probably get paint on your fingers like I am, which makes it more fun. And then set it down. And then we're done. If you really like that color, go for it, paint again. What I'm gonna do, I decided each time I pick a new color, I'm gonna add some to the feather. So I have some leftover paint on my fingers. I'm just gonna kind of dab it on this feather. And then I'm gonna take a little more because what I wanna do is I wanna make this like rainbow, full of all sorts of colors. So I'm just kind of going wherever I feel like it. No rhyme or reason. The other thing is, if you feel overwhelmed and there's a lot of people around you talking, that makes me feel worse. So if you have to tell them to be quiet because you're not feeling the best and you just need some peace and quiet in your brain, just tell them, you know? I get so scared sometimes telling people because I don't want to hurt their feelings. And then I'm like, Abby, you gotta tell them. Because if you don't, then you might explode and get super angry, and then it would ruin the moment, whereas you could just like tell them and they might be okay with it. They might say like, oh, okay, that's fine. I always think of worst case scenario though, and then I would get like freaked out. So I just painted this one too. I wasn't planning on it, but I accidentally got paint on it. I'm gonna pick a new color now and do the same thing. Looking away, pink. And so if you're wondering why I'm having you paint on feathers and rocks and sticks and, whoa, I'm gonna like spill. It's because one, it's free. You don't have to pay money for it. Two, there's less pressure because most likely you're gonna throw these away. Maybe though, it'll give you some really fun idea and you can start this up as a hobby. Like maybe you'll want to start a colorful rock garden and just putting all sorts of colorful rocks outside your house or where you live or even inside your house. You never know what's going to come of it. Like that's why I love using my creativity to come up with really cheap and easy art activity ideas. And oftentimes too, if you know you're not going to keep it and you know you're going to throw it away, that releases some of the pressure and the overwhelm feeling and stress of like, oh my gosh, I have to do this right. I have to do this well. I have to make sure it's good enough. Because on this, who cares? Like, it's probably not going to be seen by anyone but you and me, maybe my parents, maybe my friends. And honestly, I'm probably just gonna, like I said, throw a lot of this away. Some people like to use different paintbrushes when they dip it into each new color, which I sometimes do, but honestly, usually I just use the same paintbrush. And I kind of like it when the colors mix and blend. Like, I was painting this pink, but there's a lot of green on it now because I, of course, first was painting with green. This paint is really old. Actually, I'm gonna paint this stick now too. That feels good too, just like letting out a sigh. Oh my gosh. Lets out the stress from your body. I feel like I'm really good at keeping things inside, and I forget that like I can express myself out loud. So it's saying like, oh wow, I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm stressed. I feel a lot going on and I don't know what to do. And it's okay. Some people talk to themselves, which I think is great. Great exercise. Keep doing it. If you start yawning, that's a really good sign your body is feeling more relaxed. Another rock. I'm doing purple on this one. I'm getting like paint all over my hands, which is fine. Don't forget water. And if you want to start finger painting, go for it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I actually might do it in a sec. Remember, there are no mistakes. Like, I just painted this purple in the back and I kind of was thinking, I don't know if I like that, but I will. That's why we have so many options, and this is for experimentation. We're probably only gonna love a few, and the rest are gonna be okay. There might be a few we do not like at all. And that's how art should go. Like, you're not gonna love every single thing you create. Art is supposed to be messy, crazy, experimentational, wild, creative, fun. You're not supposed to make something every time that is beautiful and amazing and it gets you an A or gets you an award. Like, just go crazy. I poured a bunch of paint on this. Actually, like, it's kind of awesome. I might just do this whole feather purple. Be like actually really pretty. Doesn't that get pretty? Looks majestic. Imagine if there was a bird this color. I'm sure there is out there somewhere. See, I never would have figured out that purple was the best color if I hadn't poured the paint onto the feather. Like, before, I was just kind of using a little bit and it looked okay. But now that I poured it, I'm thinking, oh, that looks so good. So much better. Right up my alley. See that? Heck yeah. have to come back to that, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, now what? Ooh, I can repaint this rock. So I had to wait for it to dry. I'm also having this feeling of like kind of sadness because I'm realizing I'm probably not going to be able to finish everything I want to finish right now. And I was really hoping to, but I'm just, that's not going to happen, you know? And so it's important you listen to your body when you feel really tired and exhausted, especially after you feel overwhelmed and stressed. That can be usually your body needing the rest after the chaos. So if you can, make sure you can get a little time to just sit down and do nothing, or take a nap, or go lay in the grass for a bit, or even walk outside. Because that's what art will do, is it will get you out of the chaos of your mind and into your body more, and then your body will start to tell you what it needs, and you'll realize, oh, I wasn't listening. I was working, and I was doing all these things. I was doing my homework, I was doing my work, and I didn't realize my body just wanted to lay down. And you can say, oh, okay, my bad, sorry body, let me go lay down. And you go do that. But see, I want to add faces to the rocks. Isn't that one so cute? I made that one a while ago. This one's kind of fun too because each side has a different color. There's so many different options. This one is pink on one side, purple on the other. And I even wanted to do stripes on one, or polka dots, you know? A lot of things, but I'm feeling so tired. Oh, the other thing I want to do, I want to glue buttons onto the rocks for eyes. Or just for a cute little accessory. So, maybe I'll paint one more and then I'll be done. But I want to encourage you guys to keep going if you're feeling inspired and energized. If not, go take a break. You can always come back to it later. I love to leave art projects out and then I come back to it later in the day or tomorrow. But the problem is sometimes I'll leave them out for then a week. So you gotta decide. You're like, will I actually do it? That's up to you. But me, I'm gonna leave it out. Why not? Okay, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Don't forget water and breathing and nature and art. You could also turn on music and paint to music, which is really nice, like even calming, relaxing music, like 528 hertz HZ music is really good. It's good for your heart, like your heart will feel that vibration of sound, and then it should relax you a bit more. So there you go. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your art session. Goodbye.